What is up guys, we are here with Dofus, and today I'm actually going to show you guys how to create Telefrags, which is a new mechanic of the Xelor. It's mainly used in pretty much everything, anywhere from AP raping to doing more damage, and it's mainly used for the Synchro, which is a summon now which does massive damage. I don't know if the damage it does can be increased with agility. I believe it's a little bit increased. But yeah, I am strength right now, so I am strength agility actually, because I'm gonna change to a Shrum. But I'm still gonna show you guys anyways, so let's go into a level 75 pouch. Now, to make it easy, we'll just do the combo down here, and before I do this, I want to say a quick thank you to Fire Skeleton to show his combos. However, he didn't really explain anything in this video, he didn't even talk, so... Anyways, gonna ready up, and first thing we're gonna do is summon a needle. Synchro, sorry, I keep calling it a needle. And we're gonna summon a dial. Let's summon it right there. And we're gonna stand here, and then we're gonna use the teleportation spell. Now quickly, before we start going over shit, how to create Telefrags is basically, if you use your teleportation spell, it teleports you symmetrically. So if you can see, symmetrically is basically in a mirror. So if this needle would be here, I would cast it, I would go one square and then here. Now if the cell you're going to teleport to is occupied by something, doesn't matter, an ally or an enemy, as you can see, you will switch with the ally or enemy and you will create a Telefrag. It doesn't create it on yourself, it only creates it on the person you switch with. So as you can see, Telefrag state. With that Telefrag you can actually do quite a lot. You can AP rate more, you can do more damage, stuff like that. So as I just showed you, switching with the Xelor's dial gives a Telefrag. Now whenever you create a Telefrag, the needle, the homing hand, if you click on it, on the effects, it will say increases final damage inflicted by 100% from the teleportation spell. Every time you create a Telefrag, how should I put it? You get increased damage on your needle, your homing hand thingy, your Synchro. God damn, I keep calling it needle, on your Synchro. So, I believe you can get up to 200% from teleportation. To do this, you have to teleport with another thing. Right now, I teleported with the homing hand, and I switch places with the Xelor's dial. So I actually just, switch places with the dial, like you can see here. To do it again, you basically have to do something like this, where you put another thing here, and then you teleport with it. As you can see, it says final damage increased by 200%. Now that is the max I can get it. If I do it with something else now, it won't actually teleport. So let's try it out. As you can see, it doesn't increase the damage, so I'm gonna kill this real quick. I probably shouldn't have done that. I could have kept it. Oh well. Another way to create a Telefrag, so that is with the teleportation spell. Another way is with Xelor's Punch. Now Xelor's Punch will symmetrically teleport whatever you hit. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna summon a Arachne, because that's the easiest. It's someone that's right next to you. We're gonna summon it here, and then we're gonna hit it, and it will teleport symmetrically behind you. So it will be like, boom. But since there's an occupied cell already, it will create a Telefrag. So let's quickly do that. allies you hit with Xelor Sponge are not damaged by the way, so that is a quick little tip. So we're gonna kill that. Now another way to create a Telefrag is with rewind. I guess I can show you guys with something of Schaefer. So there's summon a Schaefer right there. And then we're gonna use teleport on it. And we're gonna use rewind, or you can use rewind and teleport. And whenever you end your turn, bam, you will switch again. Now, what does rewind do? I'll quickly kill this thingy. What does rewind do? It basically puts you back at the turn, at the beginning. I should have put it. It puts you back at the cell where you started at the beginning of your turn. So I started at the beginning of my turn right here. I switched with the skeleton. I used rewind and then it tried to put me back, but since it was already occupied, it created a Telefrag. So as you can see, rewind 100%, teleportation 200%, Xelor Sponge 100%. Now another way to do it is with rollback. Returns all players to their previous positions. Now, exactly the same way how you do it, I'll actually put a thingy right here, and then I'll go stand over here. So we're gonna end my turn here, and then we're gonna switch with the dial, and we're gonna use rollback. As you can see, with rollback you don't actually switch, which is kind of weird, but I think with enemies and allies you do switch, however with summons you don't switch. I think that's the proper way. So yeah, as you can see, it created a Telefrag, as you can see here, rollback. Now what rollback does is, like I just said, returns all players to their previous positions at the start of their turn. So I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah. I'm gonna quickly pass my turn so I can get the coward again. Now I'm gonna place a coward here, and I'm gonna stand all the way over here. Another way to create a Telefrag is with the Temporal Paradox spell. This is a new spell. This is in place of Devotion. Allies, except the caster, and enemies in an area of effect of 4 cells around the dial are teleported symmetrically in relation to the dial. So if I use this right now, as you can see, it says the caster doesn't teleport, however the coward will teleport, and since it's an occupied spell, occupied by me, it will create a Telefrag, so we're going to do that right now. And of course it will again switch, because that's how Temporal Paradox works. As you can see at the start of the dial's turn, it will again teleport the same targets symmetrically. Also sets the cooldown timer of Xelor's dial to 1, which is pretty cool. So as you can see, that's another way to, there we go, 100% Temporal Paradox, another way to create a Telefrag. Now another way to create a Telefrag is with flight. However, I don't really know how the flight one works, so I'll have to experiment with it with that. I believe it's something. Their previous position. I guess it's something like that. Yeah, there we go. So at the previous position, so you cast it, you teleport, and then when you go back, it will teleport you back to the previous location. Flight kind of sucks now, so. So again, as you can see, flight 100%. Another way, I'm actually gonna set up everything down here so I don't mess it up. Gonna wait for the coward to come back. And of course, you know, what I'm doing right now is like 25 turns. It's not practical, but I'm trying to teach you guys, so you can just switch around and try all that stuff yourself. So another way is whenever you create a Telefrag, you use temporal dust, and then as you can see, bam, that is a fucking huge needle. Holy shit. As you can see, plus 100% from temporal dust. How does temporal dust work? It will deal fire damage. It will not deal fire damage to allies. And targets in a Telefrag state, we just put the coward in the Telefrag because we teleported with it. Targets in the Telefrag state will be teleported symmetrically to the center of the spell. So you want to keep the center of the spell in the middle. Now, last way to... Hang on, there we go. Last way to teleport is with Frostbite. So we're gonna summon this here, and then we're gonna use Frostbite on this coward, and it will teleport it symmetrically. Oh, I think I misclicked. Maybe not. Okay. I should have done a bit more testing. The flight and the frostbite are still a bit iffy to me, because wait, what was I using? Teleported back to that previous location. How am I gonna do this? Oh, I know. I'm a dummy. Okay, so we're gonna just pass. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna teleport. We're gonna summon a coward right here. And then we're gonna use Frostbite on this one. And as you can see, it switched. So Frostbite, yeah, I'm sorry, I did it wrong. However, it kind of bugged on me, and it allowed me to do it the way I just did it when I was testing it out. So I don't know if that's a bug or not, but so I think this is the biggest you can get it. You might be able to do some things twice. I don't really know, but you know, that's pretty cool. You get 100% from rewind, 100% from flight, roll back 100%, 100% from temporal dust, 100 from temporal paradox, 200 from teleportation, 100 from Xelor sponge, and then 100 from frostbite. Now what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna kill all the fucking cowards because we don't need them anymore. I'm gonna try and get the pouch to come a bit closer. The way I'm gonna do that is put this here. And I'm gonna teleport like this. How are we gonna do it? I already know. Yeah. So the way to make the thingy explode, can I actually kill this? I don't want it anymore. Because it looks ugly and shit. The way to make the homing hand Synchro explode is to have a teleporter. Now, the way to do it is exactly like the beginning of this video, except we're gonna use a teleportation spell on something else instead of on the homing hand, so we actually make sure the cell we're going to teleport to is the homing hand cell. So we can put something right here, we're gonna symmetrically teleport to it, so if we cast it on this thing, it will teleport us here, but because it's occupied by the homing hand cell, it will switch the homing hand with us and it will explode right here in a 4-cell AoE, and it will deal massive damage because we just buffed it. So quickly going over, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 700, 800, 900% power. 900 fucking percent power. If situations are ideal, and I mean absolutely ideal, you could probably get off all the 900 buffs. Well, all the 900% buffs, the 9 buffs. You could probably get them off in 2 or 3 turns, but situations have to be extremely ideal. So we're actually gonna put a coward here. So we're gonna teleport and it will deal massive damage. So there we go. 3,230 damage. Now I believe the damage is based off level. So after seeing the video from Fire Skeleton, he's about 180 or something like that. I'm level 200. So he did about 3,000 damage, I do 3,200 and a bit damage, so it seems the damage is only from your level and not from your stats. However, the Synchro will do air damage, so if you're setting up a combo against an air resistant type of mob, you are wasting your time. But that's it for me. That's how to create Telefrags quickly. A brief overview. Whenever you use teleportation, it will teleport you symmetrically, as you can see here. I use it on this pouch, and I will teleport here. If I use it here, I will go 1, pouch, 1, there. So if you want to create a Telefrag, all you have to do is make sure there's something in between you and the item, the enemy or ally you want to create a Telefrag on. And you just create it out, you use the teleportation spell on whatever is in between you guys. So why should you use Telefrags on allies? Well, if you use the dial and you set the dial close to an ally and you create a Telefrag on an ally, it will give AP to those allies. Now, to give AP to yourself, the best way I found is just to do this and to have Mummy on. Now, when you've got Mummy on, you cannot deal damage, so that is a bit unfortunate. But once Mummy is off, as you can see here, you get 2 AP. So that's the best way I found to AP myself, is to just use Mummy and be next to the dial. I've given myself 15 AP before, but I have no fucking clue how I did that. So yeah, I'm just gonna kill her right now. As you can see, the damage is pretty good, to be honest. So anyways, I'm sorry this video was so freaking long, but it's so hard to explain, the new Xelor, and I hope you guys actually learned something from it. I hope my audio doesn't suck and you guys can actually hear what I was explaining. But that's basically how to create Telefrags. Telefrags, very useful. Now, if you want to give your AP to your whole team, what you basically do is, I quickly show you guys how to give AP to our allies. Now let's say this is an ally, this is a Feka or something like that. I know it's a weird looking Feka, but whatever. Here's an ally, blah blah blah. Basically what you have to do is you have to try and get them in a cross cell. Put a dial here. And make sure there is something here, so it's blocking them, and then use Temporal Paradox. Now pass your turn, and as you can see, they gain AP. As you can see here, plus AP, plus AP. The thingy didn't get AP because it's not an ally. But that's basically how you give that's how you give allies AP. The cool thing is, you don't have a cooldown to give them AP, because you can just create a Telefrag on an ally, make sure that ally is near the dial, or make sure you summon the dial near an ally, and it will just give AP. So there's no cooldown on it. However, you cannot give more than 2 AP at a time. So basically when it's about to run out, you can just AP the allies again. You don't have a cooldown where allies don't have an AP for a turn. So that is pretty cool. Now you can give a team of 8 AP, however to do that it requires a pretty tricky combo, and the combo is Imp's Village. You kind of have to Google that. I don't remember where it was exactly, but that's how you give allies AP with the new dial. So again, the way to give yourself AP, just use Mummy, preferably at the end of your turn, because you cannot deal damage while in Mummy. As you can see here, the caster no longer causes damage, but you gain 2 MP, which is pretty cool, and you gain Telefrag to all allies and all enemies. So, however, mummification does not count for the Synchro, so that would be a bit too easy. Yeah, I can't really say anything more about it. You just use mummification, preferably again at the end of your turn. Go next to your dial, and it will give you AP at the start of your next turn. So Xelor's really hard to play now, but if you play him correctly, you can do massive damage like you just saw. If you got any more questions, just leave them in the comments below. I hope you guys found this helpful. I hope you guys will know now how to create Telefrags and how to do massive combos, stuff like that. If you guys have got a Xelor combo off in a PvP in a Colosseum, leave a video response to me and I will look at it, and I will tweet about it, stuff like that. So if you haven't done so, you can follow me on Twitter at RancedRhoda, basically the same as my YouTube channel name, or you can message me at Xcynic in game on Solar. So it's X and then Cynic, as you can see here on screen. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This was Zeroth with a Xelor tutorial. I hope you guys find it informative. Like, comment, rate, subscribe, whatever you guys do, and until next time, see you guys.